legal insights so that you would be able to make smarter business decisions. Enterprise Law Forum, legal insights for smarter business decisions. And as I stated earlier, it's brought to you compliments of the Lethos Legal Consult. That's LITHOS, Lethos Legal Consult. All right, now over one day, I sit down like this and I'll say over the years, but for today over the months, because honestly I wanted to over the years, but I didn't want to brag, me Nick Beraga. So let me say, in the course of the past months, we've had quite a number of topics that we have dealt with, that we have treated, and we sincerely appreciate every single soul who has commented, everyone who has shared our link, everyone who has invited many more views, many more eyes to see us, many more ears to hear or see. For every one person in one person, wow. For every one person you bring, let me reduce it to 5. You need to be me. I want to say for every one person you may watch this podcast, you will get 20 customers. Okay, I'm supposed to the gift and callings of God and without repentance. Okay, so I dash you 20. For everyone 20. For everyone 20. You know, is correct. So should be all the ones we've been giving you. You see how it has been. So for everyone 20, everyone 20, everyone 20. So you do the maths. The last installment that we had, we talked about how far do you want to go in life? Really? How far do you want to go in life? Do you just want to be okay, or do you want to be okay? You understand the okay? Or just want to be, we are there, okay, we are shy here. I'm not shy here, I'm here. You dig? I'm here, I'm present. Okay, so do the math and know how many more clients that you want to bring on to your business for yourself, and then start bringing, of course, more persons to join in. Those new clients, also let them know, okay, that this is what is being done here. This is where I am getting the insights for my businesses, and I'm making progress in my business, and it's looking like who cut soap for you? Who cut soap for you? Like those. Okay, so let's review some of the previous topics. We'll review all because it's not so much. We've done 3 so far. So let's review some of the topics and then we'll move into what we'll be doing for today. So our very maiden installment of the Enterprise Law Forum, we had creatives. We talked about the creatives, the challenges of partnership, employment, and idea theft. Tough gone. Said business place is brutal. If you miss it, go back and watch it. Okay, and of course we had the founder of Boda Wave Limited Liability Company, Olawale Atoyebi, global soul, I should say, and he really let us off right there, and we started moving after that to the second installment that took place November 2025, where we discussed raising funds for businesses. We talked about loans and investment, and we have a little bit of that for those of us who have seen the flyer for this particular one we're having. It is the 4th installment, but the maiden installment for the year 2026, but overall it is the 4th one that we are going to be doing here. So a little bit about funds and loans right there. But for the second installment, it was loans, raising funds for businesses, loans and investments. And we had Adita Oderino, who is a social and broadcast entrepreneur, as well as the Bank of Industry, the Osun manager, the manager of Bank of Industry Osun State, okay, Mr. Gbenga Leye, and of course the last one for the year 2025. Hey, I know you, after that podcast, you didn't bother to go to hospital again because you were all right. You slept like this, you slept very well. Mark me now, you slept. Oh God. The new tax regime, getting your business ready for 2026. And of course, we had Prince Dr. Adegbite Ademi Korai, CFCTI, the ex-chair of Osun Inland Revenue Service, with us. That was the last one. And for this first one, I feel like singing we are lots of women, but of course we have men, because what we do without you, we need you. Even if it's be collecting the bone from your hair. last we help you to stand right. All right, for this installment we are going to be having conversations around our monies. Remember, I talked about a little bit of loans, a little bit, talking about money and all that. And In fact, this one is really, really focused on money. Overcoming challenges of local financial networks. Overcoming the challenges of local financial networks. So we're not just talking about the local financial networks, we're not just talking about the challenges of local financial networks, but we're looking to overcome them. So last we have seen the challenge, who you help, share you get, but we don't do who you help. We finish the whole thing. This is the see, after this place, the only place now you can go that you have hope is God, and God is here. He is here. Say amen. Whatever God you believe, I don't know, I shall know God is here. So any matter you carry as go party, bring it here. It's going to be resolved. Overcoming challenges of local financial networks, and we're going to be looking at especially SMEs, traders, artisans, and professionals, because see, it's not only the informal, the informal market sort of, but it's informal, but then again, professionals also, elites actually also are involved in this, operating outside the traditional banking system. And we are going to be looking at Ajo, Esusu, Thrift, informal cooperatives, loan platforms, and similar schemes. Now, these systems have helped businesses survive, helps businesses to grow, help businesses to stay afloat for decades, but they also come with legal, financial, and structural risks that are often overlooked. They are often overlooked. Okay, so because you could slide, you could let this particular one slide and then move on to the next one, but they said iná èṣìṣì, not iná Esusu o, iná èṣìṣì does not burn somebody more than once. It's somebody that does not follow ELF, it will burn 20,000 times. That's why you should tell people so that they will not be burnt. It should not even be burnt at all, because Ojuapa, it cannot be like, look at that film the skin. Oh my God. Okay, so I have very wonderful people with me, and I better be here because my bankrollers are sitting down here. Okay, so from Lithos Legal Consult, we have Barrister Abiodun Shonaike. They said after saying barrister, don't say Esquire, but Esquire. He is a managing partner at Lithos Legal Consult. He has extensive experience advising businesses on risk, governance, and compliance. And of course, he is the this one did not ask me, but if I don't do it, it's going to be a sin. When it comes to sports law, look no further. See, I didn't come with my glasses today because Maureen wrong, because I have people who see road. I can close my eyes and I'll still be going. I'll not. Barrister Shonaike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. It's nice to be here for the first time.
Indeed, it is, and happy 2026. And of course, my regular accomplice is here, Funmi Makonjola. She's the head of corporate practice here at Lithos Legal Consult. Her work focuses on business structuring, regulatory compliance, and sustainable enterprise growth. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah,
we went away since 2025.
It's good to see you too today. Thank you for having me again.
Everybody is making me sound like a noisemaker. Sorry, too.
You know now that when we start to flow, the quietness is to go.
Okay, great. And finally, we have Mrs. Funke Oloyede. She's an entrepreneur and she is also a Thrift admin, what people usually call a Ajo admin. She's going to be bringing on practical real-world perspective as someone familiar with how these local financial networks work. She's right here with us, and so it's so good to see you.
It's my pleasure to have me here, ma.
Amazing. Okay, so as I said, they are making me be like, where you mean won't party won't sing. Well, we shout because This money, I cannot talk all this talk and then I'll carry the money and I'll take it somewhere and somebody will be saying Shemofelo Genie ass ace. Okay, so let's move on now very quickly and understand. Let's help ourselves to get a very clear understanding of the local financial networks, and we'll be starting with the foundation. When we talk about local financial networks, AJO, okay, so I very quickly, I got something from Thesaurus here, and I want to share with us right here. When they say thrift, in some people's head, one thing is entering their heads, but that's not it. I'm looking at the verb right here. There is the noun rather of the thrift, the noun aspect of it. There is also the verb aspect of it. So the verb aspect is second-hand clothes, okay, fairly used. Which other one? Akube. Which other one? Okay, but we are looking at the noun aspect of thrift right here, and according to Thesaurus, basically it is careful management of material resources. So let's go into the dictionary now, and it says especially of money, a careful management especially of money, a savings bank or savings or loan association, a savings bank or savings and loan association, also called thrift institution. Okay, and there is the third one, the healthy and vigorous growth, which is one of the reasons ELF actually came into being, to help you to grow. So we should have this particular conversation. So let's now go to get the foundation. Let's start with Barrister Shonaike. What do we mean when we talk about local financial networks like the AJO, the Thrift, the Esusu, informal cooperatives? Why are they still so relevant in this Gen Z era?
Thank you very much. When it comes to money, it's not every one of us that can actually raise funds with this our normal paperwork kind of filling forms,
okay,
and all that. And most of these things has actually been with us from time immemorial. Many of us grow up into it. Like this kind of money saving, money raising,
okay,
kind of system. It's things like that brought what we call colo, where you keep money, because you are saving for something, or you are saving for a certain period, and so it's that kind of thing. And then we used to have people that we call the babalajos, those ones that they have, some of them have keke, some of them walk by the road, and it was things like that brought people that we call the alajosomolus, that they said he sold his car to buy a keke, because that's actually what he was at, and then there's something about him that even though he didn't have a record, he never he never mistakenly pay anybody money that does not belong to them. He was so smart, he was so sharp with that kind of informal record keeping. So it is that kind of thing that is already facing out, that now the new Gen Z people are stylishly, or the present day business people are stylishly brought back into existence now. So I think that's what it is. So we can't really take it away, but it is better that when we are doing it, we try as much as possible to take away all the bottlenecks or the problem that are associated with them, that those ones did not envisage that particular time.
Amazing. Yeah, you're bringing all those memories, seeing those people on the bikes. Wow, I'm so young. I only more one film. Okay, so let's come over now to Funke on this side. Who's gonna tell us from everyday experience? Now, before I come over to Funke, that's soap. I want for you to do this for us now. Go ahead and tell somebody to join us. We are live on Facebook, and that is at Lito's Legal Consult. We are live on YouTube at this time, and that's at Lawyers Hangout. Lawyers Hangout on YouTube. So let's do justice to this. And do you know another thing? Go ahead and share the link. It's important for you to just take this break at this time and drop the link on your social media platforms. Share the video as you're watching it as well, so we can have more people join the conversation and have a better insight into this. All those things you see and then you are wondering, okay, let me just see. Don't just say, let me just see. These things are important. People are actually going through it. This 2026, let's get it right. And don't just get it right alone, okay? Help other people to get it right, so that the people that will be asking for urgent 2K will reduce. You understand? Also, you understand? So because their own inside the bar by helping us to spread the link. And of course, let's also inform you that this particular broadcast, I said it at the beginning when I was speaking Yoruba, that we're going to be striking a balance, because remember we said loads of the persons who are involved in this are the informal people and all of that. So we want to, as much as possible, bring many people into this conversation to have a better understanding of it. Now, she can't speak English. You heard her speaking English. She paid school fees and she went. So don't go and malo wow. Okay, so kíni yìí ẹ ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́? Ó dẹ̀ tó bí ọjọ́ méjì mẹ́ta tẹ́ ti ń ṣe. Kíni ìdí tẹ́ fi rò pé àwọn èèyàn sì ń ṣe kínní? Ṣé torí pé àbẹ́ ìbójú wọn ṣe gún régé tó yòyò? Ó yẹ ṣàlàyé fún wa.
Kíni àjọ ó easy gan ni, torí pé àwọn èèyàn ń fẹ́ owó tó máa tètè kó, tó máa fi ṣe business bókè bíá is 2 days. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàjọ in 2 days. Within 3 months ó ti máa parí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ètè ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ mi.
Oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀gan ló wà, bí ẹ ṣàlàyé oríṣiríṣi eléyìí tó.
We have daily one. We have 2 weeks. We have a month. So the first one is daily. Daily, we can start from January, we end in December.
Jojúmọ́ dẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa dá. They will be contributing.
They will be contributing it every day without packing.
Okay.
That one is every day. So we have the one 2 days, every 2 days. They will pack it. That one is for packing.
Okay.
The third day, we have 3 days too. So that one is for packing also. So we have one monthly. That one is ending. So they will pack that one. So people like the 2 days one. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tètè dá kíní kó tètè parí kí lè fi ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi ṣe.
Tó ní bí ọjọ́ méjì yẹn ń sìn.
Yes ma'am.
Ṣé ó di ẹ̀yìn ọdún kan tó kó yẹn náà?
It's 2 days. Someone will pack today, in the next 2 days another one will pack. So people prefer it that way. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ṣe kíní, ó máa tètè tán, mo sáré tún dá mi, màá fi lè fowó ṣe business.
Ìyẹn máa ń tó bí èlò ní ó kéré tán.
Ó kéré tán 100k.
Lọ́jọ́ méjì 100k.
For business owner. For the monthly, it's for maybe salary earner. So that's it. Different
I want 30 days make one pay.
Yes. The business owner kò lè avoid pé láti máa sọ pé òun fẹ́ dájọ́ 2 days. Ibo ló ti fẹ́ rí ṣọ́ ìjàlè. So monthly, owó ṣàmà wọlé lóṣù. So bó ṣe wà ní different categories nìyẹn. So kí n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí familiarities. So èmi ń tèmi o, anybody tí mi bá mọ̀, mi ò kí n accept wọn sí contribution. Because ẹni tí mo bá mọ̀, ẹni yẹn náà ló máa tún mú yàn wá. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yín bẹ́ẹ̀? Tẹ́ni ẹ bá mú yàn wá, in case tẹ́ni ò bá sanwó tí ò meet up, I will take my phone and call. Ẹjọ́ ẹni tẹ́ mú wọlé kò sanwó. So some people, àwọn admin mi wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n máa gbà wọn ẹlòmíì tẹ́ pé wọn ò mọ̀. Irú àwọn yẹn náà máa ń gbowó sá lọ. So for me, àwọn ẹni tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa, mo máa ń gbà wọlé. So let me talk about community trust. People in this contribution, people need someone they trust. Iṣẹ́ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ admin yẹn ó máa gbowó sá lọ. Ẹni tán trust gidigidi gan. So in this contribution, so that's it.
In tó ṣì máa ń jẹ́ pé àwọn irú àjọba yẹn ni àwọn èèyàn ṣì máa fẹ́ dá. People still prefer.
I trust this person. Kò sí. Ẹ lè dájọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹni yìí ó wà trustworthy gan. So people need the person they trust. So that's it.
Olórin kọrin ó ní amọ́ra wa náwó nìkan kọ́ ló mọ́ra dáwó gan mọ́ra. that was not more
Yes, so.
We'll come over to Fumi on this side, who's going to be telling us from a business perspective where these systems fit into the SME ecosystem.
Well, they fit in the sense that, you see, not everybody has maybe some rich relative who can give them money to start a business. Not everybody have the general requirements, that the banks want for you to be able to get a loan and all of that stuff. And sometimes, quite frankly, you just need 100,000 to just get you going. And
so 2K, it's not only 2K that is urgent now. 100.
Yeah, to just get you going to start the business, and then you see how that goes. So I guess all these are Thrift societies and the likes. They make that a reality. You don't have to go and do extensive paperwork at the bank and all of that stuff. And then even for people who do business, it goes a long way. So sometimes you need to buy or update, restock or something, and the monies to restock is not there. It's also a means of so you have these cooperatives, and so where you can go, you can even take loans, and then you pay back in addition to your monthly contributions and stuff. So just to ensure cash flow, to ensure you can restock, ensure you can do your capital and all of that. So I guess that's how it fits into the SME ecosystem.
Okay, so let's just move now and talk about the challenges, common challenges, the risks involved in this, because we said earlier that these systems are actually helpful, but that as helpful as they are, of course, also have their own problems unique to them. Let's go over to Barrister Shonaike. Please tell us the major legal risks that businesses face when relying heavily on informal financial networks. Barrister Fumi mentioned earlier as to how that wanting to just bypass the administrative bottlenecks, paperwork, lengthy paperworks, and all that at the banks. Is that not? Someone that doesn't want to fill documents, LAE, customs, he wants to pass without. Just give us a legal framework around this.
Well, every one of them,
yes, sir,
because of the fact that they are informal, has a problem of that has to do with human trust. It's connected to integrity mostly. And for instance, Ajo, you heard us saying that I don't accept people that I don't know into Ajo.
Yeah.
You see, one of the major challenges you will have in that area is people wanting to collect money and then disappear. And there's no way that will not affect the structure of that Ajo. Now, because of the fact that there are no KYCs, it is easy for people to disappear.
Yes,
at the advent of this jackpot syndrome, a lot of people actually jackpot with people's money. So those kind of issues are there. And if you're talking about, you see, we mentioned loan apps, for instance. That one, its own challenges also is that you have people, faceless people, borrowing people money that they don't even really know. I've had a handful of cases. Handful of cases.
Oh my goodness, America will see yellow. Because you can't just borrow and go. Oh my goodness.
There are a lot of issues that has to do with, because of the fact that there are no KYC, because of the fact that it is very easy for people to disappear. Now, in a bid to actually now protect themselves also, most of these people also now go as far as trampling on people's rights.
How?
For instance, loan apps go as far as, you have seen things like pasting people's obituary.
Or sending.
I took loan. I didn't kill person. And then you see, sometimes they go as far as calling another person on your contact, threatening the person that if you don't produce that person, am I the guarantor? What's my problem with you? And you see, they do things, they defame people. We just want to collect our money. So, and you see, two wrongs don't make it right. I won't lie to you. The people that run this business, they are really balling.
It's a business now.
Yeah, it's a business, even though it's informal.
Okay.
They are really balling.
Okay.
If you see people open microfinance banks, all those microfinance banks, and you see a lot of people. I've seen workers in those microfinance businesses that saw how much their employers are making. So they themselves now go behind to go and be telling people, èmi náà yá yẹn lówó. They just copy the system that the registered company
is using,
and they just find 1, 2, 3 people. Máa bá mi wá wọ̀nyàn tó fẹ́ yáwó, èmi náà yá yẹn lówó. He didn't register the company o. And it's really making a lot of money. But the challenge is that people will take that money and disappear. And then when you are now not able to collect the money, you go and report them to police station. Even that, the person only borrowed money, and also because you didn't register.
You said only borrowed money. These
Yes.
are people's sweat, though, barrister.
Yes, I know it's people's sweat, but of course, do you have money lenders license? No. You go about, you didn't take KYC, so a lot of that thing is filled with challenges. Ọ̀nà ìyanu tó rí kọ́lọ̀kọ́lọ̀.
Because honestly, now you're saying this, and then they're like, when you go to the hospital, do you ask for the doctor certificate? When you go on maybe on a bus, do you ask for the driver's license?
Yeah, if you enter a bus that the driver is a baba láàárọ̀ and is not even well trained in driving, whatever you see you take. You don't say the question you should ask yourself is that you see me, I am a lawyer, that's what you know me, and then you want to board a plane, you are inside that plane, and then I now take out and say Dami, will you allow that plane to you see that I'm the pilot?
The pilot does not even come out until after.
Let's say I now come out and say Dami, you now say because I know barrister Shonaike. Will you allow me fly? So people go and take things without even looking at the competence. What is the competence? Is this person licensed to do this? Is this thing? So you are taking risk. I mean serious risk.
Okay, we established that I don't want us to overflog this matter, but we established earlier that this thing has been, you actually even said it, that this thing has been with us for ages. For ages. I mean, it's been with our fathers, and our progenitors did it. You mentioned Alajo Shomolu. There was one Papi Alajo at some point as well. And then it became something people dressed, and made it formal and all of that. So if it was working without proper documentation, and I mean, there was nobody defaulting on any side at those times, people just felt we could continue, and I mean, it's going to work. But as I said, I don't want us to overflog this.
Sorry, let me say something.
Okay.
There were things that you would do that time that you won't trend. But in this age and time, like the Bible says that knowledge will increase. And with the increase of knowledge is also the increase of evil. Things that you would do that time that you will get away with, you might not get away with in this age. Because people now have access to some knowledge they didn't have access to now, that would make them. There are things that you will do that time, but if you try it now, there is already social media and new knowledge is teaching people new way of escaping from things that they would not escape from that time.
Previous times. Okay, so let's come over to Mrs. Oleyede here. Funke, now we want from your let's talk about the challenges that participants commonly experience. Kí làwọn àdójúkọ, because kò lè máa lọ
challenges po. Like now, if someone wants to collect his or contributions, and it is time, maybe the person the members, one of the members switch off his or her phone, and the person that want to collect more 6 lèmi tí ń retí owó ti tèmi kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
agangan wà tí.
Sure. So so I'm the one that will pay it for the money. I'm the one
as
that
the
will add my
admin.
own admin. I'm the one that will add my own personal money to the money.
ibo lẹ́tì rí.
Amawa náà ni Amawa máa fi sí because the person that want to collect our contribution will not hear any story because the person trusts. That's why he joined the Thrift. So I must find the money. So after I make the payment, so I will take actions later.
Action.
Yes.
ẹ ṣàlàyé.
Action ni ọ̀rọ̀ àjọ gbójúbọ̀ a máa pariwo mọ́ra wa ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ why kí ló dé so kò possible torí ẹ tún fẹ́ gbowó tí
tó bá dé mi fún kò tẹ̀lé dé mi náà bọ̀ tó bá.
ẹ tún fẹ́ gbowó tí ó ti mọ time pé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fowó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀lẹ̀ so kẹwàá fún story pé èèyàn kan máa tí sanwó wọn ò ní trust yín mọ́ so irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ gan kò ní sọ pé I have someone tí mo trust kẹlẹ́ kówó sí lọ́wọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ so ó tún máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá divert every divert has penalty. So ó pẹ́ sanwó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sí dandan ó ti mọ̀ pé ó máa hard late payment fee sí.
sórí ẹ̀
so next time kò ní lè pẹ́ san owó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ kó tún má tún san lọ́jọ́ kó má tún san lọ́jọ́ kejì the money is increasing.
wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń san tán bá ti.
dandan wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ san wọ́n máa san.
ẹ̀dùn ṣe ń lo nǹkan ni.
àlọ́ anything àlọ́ kankan so dandan gbọ́dọ̀ san àánú contribution ó ní rules and regulations ó dẹ̀ ti go through ẹ̀ kó tó wọ̀ pé èmi náà ní interest nínú contribution yìí èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe. ní
eléyìí tẹ̀yìn ṣe báyìí sí yìí rules and regulations wà.
ó wà ẹ ti máa go through ẹ̀ ó ní interest okay.
ọ̀dẹ̀ ní ìlú tí ò bá ti sófin kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
so tí ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀yàn máa so àwọn kan tún wà tẹ́pọ̀ máa gbowó sá lọ tó máa gbowó sá lọ kò possible in my home mo gbowó tèmi sá lọ rí o torí firstly ó fẹ́ gba owó ẹ̀ gan wọ́n sọ oya send me your Facebook ID your national your NIN your passport mo gbọ́rù nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gan ò ní fẹ́ sọ wípé jẹ́ kí n gbogbo ẹni yìí sá lọ ẹni yìí máa bá mi kó so nǹkan tó ti gbogbo document tó fi sílẹ̀ gan
details ti wà ń gbòòrò
kò ní lè sá lọ anywhere so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn mọ́.
àǹtí ni wọn ò ní gbowó sá lọ àmọ́ ẹ mọ̀ bínú o.
Yes ma.
confidence tẹ́ fi ń sọ yìí èmi.
admin ò gbọ́dọ̀ tutù ẹni tó bá tutù wọ́n máa fi dìdìrín lọ so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Yes ma.
ìyẹn ni pé wọ́n ní kinní kan ló fi ń wo kinní kan.
wèrè ló fi ń wo wèrè.
torí ojúbọ̀rọ̀ gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ìkòrò
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ma.
so bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe jókòó báyìí sí ẹ̀ka sára ni tára ẹni tó jẹ yín gbèsè báyìí sí ẹ dálẹ̀
n ò jẹ́ mi gbèsè
àwọn kan ò ní dánwò.
n ò jẹ́ dánwò so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn mọ́.
tọ́ wọ́n ní ẹ máa wojú o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
my goodness in tí mo tún wá fẹ́ béèrè ni pé.
Yes ma.
tẹ́mi bá kówó fún yín iye owó tí mo kó fún yín ni mo retí kí n láti gbà padà kí wàá lè rè yín àbí bó lẹ ti fẹ́ rówó tẹ́ fẹ́ fi san owó tẹ́ni ti bí òsàn yìí.
ó máa san ni pé kò sanwó yẹn mi ìmọ̀ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bóyá
tó tún lu fóònù pa
bóyá fóònù kú so excuse tó bá mú wá máa fi rò pé okay so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
no gree for wọ́n dá tiẹ̀ mọ́. Oh my goodness. I think there are some structures she has been able to establish. She knows what works for her. And, somebody will say, no be juju be that. She said she does not have juju. Because I've asked her, and she said she does not have. But then again, no grief for anybody. Let's come about very quickly to Barrister Fumi on this side. So, these risks, as much as we've talked about the beneficial aspects of these informal financial networks, these risks, how do they affect business growth? How do they affect credibility?
Well, the risks, if you are talking about okay, maybe risks to having to make your contribution and the likes, well, that can depending on what you are doing, and then depending on the person's the size of the business, what the person needs to keep cash flowing through the business and all of that stuff. Well, it could you could run into cash flow problems. I imagine most of the times when someone is missing payment or defaulting, there's a cash flow problem there. Because really, most people who sell by the roadside, or most of them, is not as though they are turning over a huge amount of money. So maybe you've decided you want to be doing this maybe 10k every 10 days, or do 10 days 10k every day for 10 days or something like that. And maybe in a
she
whole
mentioned
month,
100k 2 days.
100k 2 days. Let us take that 100k 2 days, possibly from someone who barely makes how much in profit, or even who barely makes, I don't know how much money in a monthly turnover. So all of a sudden you have entered this group where you do pack, maybe say 100 days, 100,000 every 2 days or so,
yes.
And then maybe you are number 5, and maybe you've done the first one, someone has picked the second one, and then by the third time is beginning to tell on your business, or you are even having to go and borrow to now make up for this one, and all of that stuff. So cash flow problems are a lot, and then it can affect your capital, because perhaps you now need to restock, you can't restock, and stuff like that. So I guess those are some of the risks that can happen to them. The challenge I think I have with these informal ways of getting money is it can be somewhat unsustainable if you don't have a, I don't know, maybe support system, because some people who do these things, they don't have to worry about a number of things. They don't have to worry about maybe daily living and stuff like that. And some of the people who do them have to worry about it. They still have to worry about sending children to school, ensuring they can stock their shops and all of that stuff. While some other person can go home and call someone and say, I just need this, and the person will sort that, and they cannot think, this person is going to sort that, let me do this one. So it just creates all of those kind of stresses for them. And I think that is where all of that quarrel comes. She has collected her money, she did not pay us, and all of that stuff. Because I guess the thought is, let me quickly collect my own. As I'm working, I will pay back. My God, it's a problem. And then I've actually seen people's shops go down because they are trying to make loan payments and all of those. So the risks and their effects are they are real life.
Now, if you followed the conversation from the beginning, and if you're just joining us, you're welcome. Once we are done, you can go back to the beginning. I went to the dictionary. I read from the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and we gave the dictionary meaning of the word thrift, and one of them that I pointed out is gross. Only shop àwọn àjọ kan wà pé wọ́n máa ti gbà á pé bóyá ṣọ́ọ̀bù àwọn máa dín ọjà ò ní mọ́ kún mọ́ páwọn ní àbúyọ́wọ́ lágbájá ni ò dáa.
ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé ọwọ́ ẹni yìí kò bá mi lára mu, kó jẹ́ ìsírá 1,000 ló ń gbà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn, ó máa sọ pé ọwọ́ ẹni yìí mo like ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bá it's true. It's true.
Kì í dẹ̀ ṣe pé bóyá ẹni yẹn dẹ́kùnkùn dìídì pé òun fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan o.
Àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ dáadáa pé ọwọ́ ẹni yẹn ti má dájọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, bí ìmọ̀ kan tí mo fowó yẹn ṣe, ọwọ́ ẹni ò bá mi lára mu. So àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ máa ń sọ ọwọ́ yín ò bá mi lára mu gan ẹjẹ́ wọ́n máa tún so.
ṣẹ́yìn sí láwọn tó sọ fún yín pé ọwọ́ yín ò jẹ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́.
no àtọ̀
gbogbo àwọn tẹ̀ tí jọ ń dòwò pọ̀ báyìí sí yìí.
No. So kò sẹ́ni bọ́ọ̀dì tó lè sọ wípé ọwọ́ yín ò bá mi lára mu, ọwọ́ yín bá mi lára mu. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ fún mi pé contribution kan wà bí mo sọ no ó ti mi tí mo ti ń dájọ́ ọwọ́ ẹnìyẹn bá mi lára mu, mi kọjá èmi. So ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
So ìyẹn náà tún gbọ́dọ̀ fiyè sí.
Yes.
Kó má kàn ṣáà máa kówó káṣá kó máa dówó sí gba two kó má mọ ohun tó ń fowó ṣe. You have to be mindful as well and know what works for you. Sometimes nobody dey cut soap for anybody. It's just understanding what works for you as an individual. I asked her now whether she's using juju. She said she's not using. So you need to understand who it is that you're doing these things with, because in your mind it is money. But then again, àti gbọ́ tó máa sọ pé ànábọ̀ àbí nǹkan àwọn owó kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ pé bóyá tó bá ti fẹ́ rajà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tó bá ti fún lówó kò ní rówó yẹn àbí nǹkan àbówó máa dín. So sometimes you just need to know what it is that is working for you, even though it is money and not necessarily doing business in the light of business that you may be thinking about. You still need to know whose star that year more. whose style it is that is working with your own. So let's move on to loan apps. You touched me, Abia. I saw you. Loan apps. The informal loan platforms and digital schemes. Now we've seen the rise of informal digital loan platforms. Some are helpful, some are predatory. Let's come to Barrister for me. What legal issues arise with many of these platforms?
Well, if you're going to go online to get money, let's assume I decide to open one now. I just open a Fumi lending platform. You can collect 1,000. You can collect 1,000 and pay 1,050 naira. Well, in order to ensure that I can get back my 1,000 and the 50 naira, I'm going to take information from you. So I'm going to be asking for you. And sometimes I think they go as far as collecting people's BVNs, NINs, and the likes. And that's you could be exposing yourself to data privacy issues because you don't know. Most of them are not regulated. The first thing is that they are not regulated. So that means they are not following any rules or guidelines or regulations to ensure that your information is safe. But they say desperate times call for desperate measures. When you cannot go to the banks to take a soft loan and stuff like that, because all of these platforms, they promise soft loan, so you can just collect 100k quickly, pay at the end of the month.
And it's at your fingertips. You could do it in the midnight. You could do it while in transit.
And there is little to no check. Nobody is trying to check your credit history and the likes. Stuff like so. You can actually be exposing yourself to data privacy breaches and all of that stuff. So I think mainly that, and then of course all these threats that happen when you have not paid us. So all of those things happen because there really is no regulation behind it. Because for even the ones regulated, sometimes some of the tactics that they use to get their money back can be really, really brutal. Now to now come back to those of them that are not regulated. So you don't want to. I just don't think they are safe. Really, I don't think they are very safe. I don't think, even though they could be helpful, when the rubber hits the road, when you can't pay back, that's when trouble starts. Really, if they don't have proper internal processes to ensure that they can get their money back, that's when you see they sent you someone. The other day they sent me someone's picture and told me this person is owing and stuff. I'm like, I didn't call the person. Neither did I. There was a time also,
and that's the picture of somebody actually.
Yes, there was a time someone kept sending me email messages. I don't know. Perhaps they got my email, from someone, and they pretended I was their lawyer. So this person kept saying, I've paid. Either he said he didn't borrow money. I don't remember the stories now, but they kept adding, because it looked like they would send the messages and possibly use my name. I don't see. They just put my email in there. Maybe I think as their lawyer. So when he wants to reply them, he copies me in until I had to send him an elaborate email that please, whatever it is that's going on between all of you, it's really, I'm not the legal representative here. Before I stopped getting that message. So I think all sorts of nonsense just happening in the name of offering people help, but in actual fact just really being just really preying on them, going on there.
Amazing. When you talked about somebody's picture being sent to you, ní ọwọ́ ìgbà tí last year fẹ́ parí yẹn, ó dàbí ẹnìkan gbàjọ́ níbì kan lọ́ba ló yá kó wá ní tó jẹ kó wá pọ̀ ló wá ya fọ́tò àbúrò rẹ̀ tẹ̀ ni ó bá fi sínú gúrùpù àjọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n òun kọ́ ó ti ṣàìsí o lọ́kọ̀ kan ti wù lọ́kọ̀ sí mú lọ́kọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́kùn powder yìí fún lóní wọ́n ń gbé lọ lú àwọn báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sín àbúrò rẹ̀ gangan tó dẹ̀ ní mímọ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹnu àbí ṣebí ẹ̀gbọ́n ló dùbúlẹ̀ tán ya fọ́tò rẹ̀ sínú gúrùpù.
admin ti náwó jẹ ni ó ti náwó jẹ, kò sí miss mọ́ ò pé kò sí miss tó ṣe lè sanwó wọn mọ́.
ló wá lóhun gangan kú.
I saw it online.
You saw it as well. You know, Barrister Shanake mentioned earlier that they could post somebody's obituary. She's saying she received somebody's picture.
No, that there is one that happened to a friend of mine. So I think some family member had taken, had borrowed money. Possibly, I don't know how they got her number. They would call her and be threatening her. It was terrible.
For something she didn't
that's loan app. I'm talking loan app now. This is not even a joy or anything. But you're talking loan apps now.
Yeah.
They would call her and be threatening her, for something that she didn't even know about when it was being done.
Indeed.
So I think the challenge with those informal loan apps or digital apps is there is no what the word has left my head. I wanted to say something like there is no regulation, there are no rules. I think you just come, you sign up and all of that stuff. Like he said, are you an accredited lender? No, they are not accredited and all of that. So they can run their business. They call them loan sharks, more or less. Loan sharks.
So let's come over to Barrister Shonaike now and talk about what lights, green, amber, red, what lights should individuals, businesses look out for before getting involved with these online schemes?
Well, generally, when it comes to loan house, they are meant to be registered.
Okay.
They are meant to be regulated, so that when they use this unconventional and evil way of recovering loan, there should be something or someone they will be reported to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For instance, if they take, this is one of their major stock in trade.
Okay.
Is that when a person takes money,
okay,
they ask for contacts of they go into the person's contact,
okay,
and extract phone numbers from that contact.
Okay.
So when the person defaults, they begin to call those contacts.
Yeah.
That's
a breach,
serious data privacy breach
of data privacy.
But the person consented to it, because I think I have seen agreements where they will say that
those agreements cannot override the law.
Exactly.
Even though the person consented.
Yeah, they wrote those. They write those. You are. For instance, you took loan.
Okay.
They come into your contact and start calling me. The question is, if you consented that they can use your contact, did I consent that they can call me? Am I the guarantor? Did I sign any guarantors form? So that means they have gone beyond their boundaries. And most times when people, and again, did the people agree that when you call the people, they should call you an armed robber to the person?
True. All manner of unprintable names.
Does the person consent also that they should say that he's dead? And all those things that they say, because you see, data privacy is actually the law is actually very clear. When you are taking people's data for whatever means, you must clearly state why you have taken that thing.
Exactly.
And you must not use it beyond
that.
The reason you have taken it. And you must disclose to the person why you are taking it. And most times, the use is always far, far, far beyond. Did I say that you should defame me when I gave you those contacts? Not to now even talk about threatening somebody that did not even take money from you. There are ways. So one of the first things you have to look at is that, is this loan app, is it registered? Most of them are not registered. I've had to handle some that say they are threatening me and all that. Then by the time we now go and check on CAC platform, we find out that
they're not even registered. They are not even a registered business, much less a licensed money lender.
Now you start looking for You now start looking for who to deal with and all that.
Okay, is it safe to say, barrister, that individuals or businesses who do business with this people, because eventually they come to you when there is trouble, when there is fire on the mountain, so is it safe to say for them to not have done their searches before trading with them? It's because they are also looking to cut corners, or they were desperate? Is it safe?
I think it's that desperate time when you need money. When you need money, and you see there are official channels to make money, but if you don't meet the criteria for the official channels and you need money, so for example, so you are running this business, because we are focusing on business. You are running this business, but that business bankrolls your life. You understand? And you have kids in school who need to be paid. Your children must eat. You have a wife, you have family obligations here and there, and all of that stuff. And of course, you need to look after yourself. So let's say, for example, the person fell ill, and then you've used up the monies you have in your account. Now, by the time you get to BOI gives you this really long list. You looked at it, you've not even met, out of maybe 15, you've not even met 2. Maybe you've only managed to register your business, which you just did at the time because some person said it's good, because it will give your business credibility. You understand? You possibly don't even have proper records for your business. And even if you had proper records, how much are you making? But you need to start your business again, and BOI says you go and bring all of this long. You went to the bank, those ones, they won't even look at you. They'll just tell you, sorry ma, go to BOI or something like that. And they now tell you that what's the name, Baba Sikira and Sons down there gives loans to people, and they tell you that, but if he gives you 500,000, you are going to pay 200 though. In your you are going to be thinking 500,000, 200,000. Marry son. So you go there, Baba Sikira goes there and tells you what his terms and conditions are. They are not favorable, but you must move your life forward. So that is how humans get into those kind of problems.
Amazing. So not like they are necessarily trying to cut corners.
No, it's not necessary. The system does not. The system, you see, unlike in Senate climes where you have quite a lot of recourse. So for example, say the business is seemingly failing and stuff like that. In a place like UK or possibly US, you might be able to actually depend for a limited time on benefits until and stuff like that. We don't have those kind of things in Nigeria. And the Nigerian system still to a larger way, we will still stay true to our traditional roots. So if you don't have if you are not able to help yourself, you might be able to reach out to 1 or 2 family members and they can help you. But the sad truth is many people don't have those kind of support systems anymore. So you just have to find a way to move forward. The sad thing is the recourse we have are these unregistered predators who are also, to be frank, also trying to make a living. They're also, to be frank, trying to make a living
by preying on others.
Exactly, by preying on others. Except yes, maybe their system is to prey on others. But you see, everybody is trying to make a living.
So let's go to the big question.
Yeah.
And that's how businesses can safely participate in these systems without exposing themselves to unnecessary risks. And from a legal standpoint, Barrister Shonaike, what safeguards should people, insist on, especially businesses?
Okay, fine. Number 1, let me say that if you are the one that needs money,
okay,
I still feel that Ajo is still safer.
Okay.
Because you are part of that business.
Okay.
Both of you are dropping money. It is what you are dropping that you are getting back. So you don't just want to spend your own money. It's the reason why you are, and then you feel like, okay, there are some other people that feels like, okay, when we bring money together, I can use the money now, then I will also help another person.
Okay. When it is their turn.
So when it is their turn,
so
and
it
all that.
goes around like that.
That is still better. But you see, when it comes to loan,
okay,
mostly, especially all these quick loans, like you remember the day we were talking about raising funds for your business and all that.
Yes.
Those kind of loans cannot build business, because the terms are always very, very onerous.
Yeah.
It's always like you are working for the people that
The lender.
And you know, there's what we call inequality of bargaining power. For instance, if I want to buy tẹ́ bá lọ sọ́jà gbọ̀nà tẹ́ fẹ́ ra ọjà, mo ti ní lọ́kàn mi pé bàtà yìí tí mo fẹ́ lọ rà yìí mi ní ná ju iye báyìí lọ lórí bàtà yẹn. There's nothing you can tell me. If even no matter how much I love the bàtà, if I do not have beyond my budget, I won't buy it, right? That is equality in bargaining power.
Okay.
Ẹni tó fẹ́ ta bàtà náà máa wò pé ṣé iye tó fẹ́ san yẹn pè mí, ṣé mi ò ní jẹ gbèsè. You know, both of them are negotiating. But when it comes to loan, the strength is with the person giving the loan.
Yes, sir.
So the bargaining power is not the same. So even to one kun, when it tells you these are the terms and conditions, it is either take it or leave it. If you are not taking it, another person will take it.
Yes, sir.
And I have seen situations where they give you money and they are telling you that when you are paying the money, and it is so terrible that they will tell you that you will still be saving with them. They will say this savings, you can't touch it. Now they give you 200,000 loan, for instance. They will tell you that you are saving maybe 20,000 or something from it. Now they will record it on your stuff that they gave you 200,000. You are saving 20,000 with them. You are returning back maybe like a 30% interest,
Like
at every 2 weeks. And they are collecting interest first. When you are returning money, it is interest they are first removing all the principal. So èló gan ló make lórí business yẹn.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I see people, they are really groaning under the weight of these things. So what is the safeguard? For me, I feel that know what you can do, what you cannot do. If you feel that I will still advocate, but you put your mouth where your money is.
Yes.
But those ones, it is carrot and stick. See, this is the money in my hand. But this is the condition.
Yes, sir.
If you don't want it, move. So you really don't have a say.
Okay.
Only that there's always a way out when you are in their net. Because mostly the way they collect money, they go as tough as taking people one dem alagole one lori.
Yes.
That is a breach of your fundamental rights. I have had to do one like that. The woman could not pay. It was during the COVID stuff. She took the money thinking she would be able to get the money done. Unfortunately, there was lockdown. By the time the lockdown would be over, she and her family has used the whole money to eat. So they started putting pressure on her and all that. So she came and said, we wrote them, please give her till October to pay. They didn't collect the letter. And while we were in the middle of it, they got her arrested. So I went to the police station and I told them, I am not here to come and talk about bail. This person collected money, is clear. She didn't commit offense. If you want to collect your money, take her to court. Not police station. However, if you will leave her there, whatever makes her sleep here, I can assure you, you will receive a court process tomorrow. You, the police, and them. Enforcement of fundamental rights. We will be asking for, the whole money was around 600,000. I said we will be asking for 5 million naira.
So that we can pay
damages. And whatever makes me go to court, I can assure you I will not withdraw the case. I got back to my office. In 20 minutes, she was in my office. They released her because they knew what was the stuff. We have done one in this office. that lady was threatening her. There was no beg that they did not beg the lender. She said no, she will not agree. Okay. Let's file enforcement. When we filed enforcement, the lady was begging. The police officers came to the office saying that.
But is that not giving credence now to people since they know they have you?
No, there is a way.
Let them go and misbehave.
The law says you are owing money. This person is owing money. You do not have the right to use self-help.
Okay.
To collect the money.
So there are routes
that they must follow to collect the money.
Okay, great. So let's would have wanted to ask about from the corporate practice angle, how businesses should balance informal funding with long-term growth. But I'm looking at the time right now. Very quickly, let's come over to Mrs. Oloyede right here to give us practical habits that participants can adopt immediately. Kí gan ni àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí tó yẹ pé ó rọrùn káwọn tó ń ṣe àjọ yìí kí wọ́n máa gbé láti sìn.
Ìgbésẹ̀ tó wọ́n máa gbé láti sìn lọ ni wípé any member tó bá fẹ́ accept wọlé kó jẹ́ kó go through the rules and regulations. If they accept, fine. Tí ó bá accept, she will go.
Wípé kì í ṣe ilé-iṣẹ́ ńlá ìyẹn ò dífá fún pé kò sófin o.
So yorùbá yẹn sìn àwọn records ọba ti ní ọmọ jẹ́ kí new member kó go through. Okay, see, I'm not a fraud, I'm not a 419, so go through this record. So ṣe jẹ́ ní.
Àmọ́ mo tún fẹ́ béèrè ẹ dákun ṣẹ́yìn nìkan lẹ lè fòfin gbé member ò lè fòfin gbẹ̀yìn ni.
Member ò lè fòfin gbé mi o.
A ní mo lẹ́ ń wọ ẹṣẹ́.
Torí bí ìgbowó member sá lọ mi dẹ so èmi máa tún fòfin so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Yes ma.
Ó ṣọ́ fún yín gan o. Well, let's move forward very quickly and talk about moving from the informal to formal finance at this point. And Barrister Fumi will be helping us with that one. At what point should a business begin to move away from purely informal system? At what point?
Okay, so a business that's growing should eventually start looking at more formal means of getting money, and more formal means of getting money could actually be maybe entering into some sort of partnerships.
Okay.
With it might not even be with another institution. It could be with other business persons or other individuals who might be interested in investing in the business, and for profit. That's more formal. You have written agreements that are enforceable. Then by the time you have gotten to a place where you are paying staff and that means you are making significant money. A business paying staff at any time in life is making money. At that point, if you are needing money, you should be going away from going to an informal lender, because it doesn't even help you, being that you are doing business to make profit. So you don't want to take on funds that you don't have a sustainable way of repaying them. Now, at that point, you should be looking at places like BOI or any of the merchant banks, depending on how big or small or the stage of the business that you are in, and then you explore those options. Now, one of the reasons why it makes sense to go to explore formal means of raising funds is because it also ensures that your business gets structured.
Okay.
Now, there are some individuals that when you walk up to them and say, oh, this is what I do, and I would like for you to put money in it. There are individuals who do that a lot. Okay. They don't do it as a company. They just do that. They give you an agreement, take it to their lawyers and all of that stuff. They ask you some salient questions that set the wheels of your brain thinking. And if you are a serious person, interested in scaling your business and growing it and achieving your business aims, one of the things you are going to go back to do is put all of those structures in place that ensures that you can get the assistance you need from your investor. And if it's a kind of money that you can only get from a bank and stuff like that, all those long lists I mentioned that the BOI will give you are your that's your toolbox to set your business in place so that you are eligible for any help that can come from that place.
Amazing. Very quickly, let's chip this in. Only ọ̀rọ̀ òde ọ̀dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá. Let's now say you mentioned that somebody was taken to the police cell and all of that. Where? And you said then you're going to go to court. Is it a high court, appeal court, Supreme Court? I mean, what court?
Now, let's be clear. Mrs. Oloyede will not take away your money. However, there are admin that takes people's money. That's crime.
Yeah.
That is obtaining by false pretense.
Yes.
If people, and that's a criminal breach of trust. Because people put money with you with the trust that at a certain point you will give them money. That's different from I took loan. So I've had situations where people had all these online job people and all that, and then admin disappear with the money or the money was not complete.
Okay, so where do you lodge complaints?
So that's one, you can report to the police.
Okay.
And get the person arrested. If the person cannot pay the money, then let the person go and face the law.
Yeah.
But when it has to do with that, I took loan.
Okay.
And I am not able to pay.
Okay.
It is that the lender, if there is a way that they had an agreement and all that, and maybe the person has a collateral, you do not have the right to go and sell the property directly without going to court. That's even if there is a collateral. You must first go to court, take an order from court to sell.
Yes.
If you go ahead and sell without that, ṣebí àti tọwọ́bọ̀wé pé tí o bá ti sanwó yẹn máa lọ tà, and then you now go and sell, wàá pọ̀ o. Yeah. Then secondly, that a person took loan and then you now saw okay he didn't want to pay and all that.
Okay.
Take the person to court, get a summary judgment against the person.
What court?
A high court. Depending on how much the money is, there are some magistrate court also
that would handle
that
such.
can actually do such if the money is not that much. You are asking that the court should order that this person pay.
Okay.
And if the person doesn't pay, then there might be property that can be taken, but that one will be based on court decision.
Not individual.
Not that you took self-help.
Decision.
Because sometimes when people say this person owed me this money and all that, by the time the court will look at it, you'll find out that what you are claiming that the person even owe you is not even up to that.
Okay.
But if you took self-help, you know you are the alpha and omega of this thing. You can just say the money you took from me, even though it's 10,000 naira, but what you from my calculation it's already 10 billion naira.
Okay. So I mean this is really eye-opening. You can go ahead and do your job, but there is a way to go about it, and go through the whole thing. Oh my goodness, I sincerely want to appreciate my discussants on this first installment for the year 2026 on Enterprise Law Forum, brought to you by Lethal's Legal Consult. We've had Barrister Abiodun Shonaike, of course Barrister Funmi Makanjola, and Mrs. Funmi Oloyede. She is here because she will not carry your money, but as Barrister Shonaike said, some people carry, some admins carry, but and this one does not carry people's money. So for those of you who may have had those experiences, just go ahead and send a DM. You may have been paying even much more now than what you have chewed. It is time for you to that is something. It is time for you to get it. Go ahead, send a DM, and Lethals would be excited to help you get a reprieve, really. Get a reprieve and set you back in order, because this, you may have experienced some level of shame, some level of disgrace. You in fact you're thinking of relocating from that environment, but social media anywhere new, it's everywhere, and you're wondering how do you want to start this image that has building this image that has been destroyed by some persons or some organization. Reach out to Lethals. If you know somebody who is in this shoes as we speak, please let the person reach out to us, tell the person about us, and would help the person take up the matter, and then your face, your name becomes brand new. The takeaway for today is simple. Local financial networks can be powerful tools, but only when used with awareness, discipline, and basic safeguards. Sincere appreciation to you as well, dear viewer, for following through this broadcast. And if it is just that you turned up the volume and you continued doing your work, thank you for listening. We do celebrate you. Remember to go ahead and drop your comments for us. We'll be delighted to take them and respond to them in due course. And of course, keep sharing the link. Make sure that this message goes all out. There was a video of a lady who was doing, I think, weekly, and she was contributing 5,000 so that at the end of the year she would get food, package and all that. And guess what? She was given one bag of rice, 5,000. Calculate it, 5,000 naira every week for over 50 weeks, and she got a long 50 kg rice. Ngwano. This is how we'll be going this time around. We'll see you in the month of February. It's going to be bigger and better. Remember that Enterprise Law Forum is established for us to be able to get legal insight so that we can make smarter business decisions. On behalf of the team right here at Lithos Legal Consult, my name is Damilola Raphael. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.